Good evening, everybody. Sorry, washing my hands, getting the oil off. My goodness, we're excited for tonight. We got we're gonna do a fun heart, do it nice kind of ribbon layers. How y'all doing? Man, it's good to see you guys again. Let's see, where would the mouse go? The word of the day is Intarsia. The word of every day is Intarsia, right? No, I got AJ. AJ does a lot of the work around here of, packing, getting things cleaned up. Anytime we have a project, we're like, AJ. So
Yeah, I do a lot.
AJ's great to have around, but he was walking by one day and saw one of the Intarsia pieces that I had made, and it was like, oh, I want to learn how to do that. We also got some Condor in. This is a piece of the Condor seam. I was like, man, we gotta cut a piece of that. So we'll throw that in the saw. Looks like Tay has a whole little pile going of things she wants to cut. So we'll have fun cutting those up. Tay is here too. She's over there washing rock at the moment. Man, look how nice and clean the cab machine looks too. Jordan was like, gosh, Zeke hasn't been here. All right. Let's see. Let me go grab some slabs of black. We're gonna do a interesting heart tonight, where we're gonna do a. This is the design that AJ came up with. We're gonna do a diagonal black line through a heart, and then add layers of kind of like an ombre color on each side. So it'll be quite interesting to see the finished product. And I know over here I got some black slabs already cut. My question is what I do with them. Where's Jordan? I'd be like, Jordan, where'd the slabs go? They've been getting quite cleaned up around here, and so it's been looking better and better. Tay has been doing a good job cracking the whip to get things in shape. Oh, here we go. All right, so here's the array of pieces that we're gonna do. We got a little piece of the Condor seam as one of our orange bands. We got some lapis. This is the pool ball. We're gonna have to wash these again. They're still a little bit oily. You got Amazonite.
Sounds
Stuck
good.
together. You got goldstone and sodalite. So what we're gonna do is do a black diagonal, and then we're going to do an array. I'll lay it out for you guys like this of color, this of the blue, and then we're going to do an array of color this way. So you'll get this cool diagonal. Is that kind of the vision?
Yeah.
Do I have them in the right order?
Maybe these two switch.
Well, the only reason well, yeah, it'll be darker to go. Okay, I see what you're
Yeah.
doing there. All right, I like it. Now, this is not traditionally what we do for an Intarsia piece. So it's gonna be a little bit of a different process, but it actually works out because this will be a little bit easier than what we normally do. Let's see, where'd my brass pencil go? Yeah, it's because we're standing next to each other. Whenever you're not talking, just go ahead and mute your mic. And that way, while I'm talking, they won't hear the echo. And when you want to talk, just unmute it. Or if I'm standing far away, you can leave it there. All right. So on your piece here, um, is that thick enough for the center line you're thinking? All right. Then what we're gonna do is just cut it for this is like so when I mean pool ball, I mean it literally is a pool ball. For like the game, like a billiard ball. Let's see. I saw this from another guy that does a lot of Intarsia, and it looked really cool. So it's literally just a pool ball that we cut up, And by the way, the rock grippers do a really good job of holding these pool balls. I have not yet.
If you want to cut up pool balls, the purple ones, they'll go for the best money.
I like the orange, but yeah,
Just talk about. I watched.
that's hilarious. Of course you did, Tay. That's such a Tay thing to do.
I have no comment.
Uh,
All right. Sorry if you could not hear. We were talking about pool balls. If you ever want to do them for lapidary, I recommend if you want to do them for lapidary and money, do the purple ones. They're the most valuable for pool balls in the market. Everyone loves the purple pool ball jewelry. I watched a video and a whole deep dive on it, and then I looked up the market.
that's so fascinating.
I think
I know, I'm saying that's fascinating. I know, right? Jack, it almost does seem sacrilegious. All right. So because this is thick enough, that means this edge right here is going to be the top edge. So that's going to be the face you look at. You want to cut yourself a little extra room and grind it down later in case you get like chipping or something breaks. You know, you want a little gap. You want to be able to grind it out. So what we'll do, and we're gonna have to rewash some of these, but this one's fine to start with. Let's see, where's the paper towel? I need my ruler. What we're gonna do is mark a strip. I'll show you about how thick to do them, and then I'll have you do it. Thank you, Tay. Do you know what happened to my? I had a ruler, I had a ruler sitting over here. A ruler. They done and cleaned up on me. You know, that's the worst. When you got a clean shop and you can't find anything. All right,
Oh, it's nice and warm out.
right. Make sure to put your safety glasses on. And I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen our handy dandy brass screw there. So I'll just take that. Get a nice sharp point on there for drawing with. All right. Now you don't need a ton of extra because we're just gonna grind it off. But a strip about that wide will be plenty. So I'm just gonna take it and mark it. And just for the heck of it, in case you break it, I'm gonna go ahead and mark a second one. And you're gonna take and cut. You can either pick one side of the line to cut on and always cut on that side of the line, or you can cut right down the line there. I always cut like right through the line unless I need the space, and then I'll pick like one side and cut on the same side of the line every time. So, but that'll be the center piece right there. Right now, basically all we're gonna build is like a little square, and then we'll grind that square into the heart. So it's not gonna look like a heart till we start shaping it.
Oh, okay, that's very cool.
Right? I usually always cut to the right side of the line as well. All right. Let's head
Like we're doing
over
some
to the
carpentry.
right. Oh, Tay, we need to get in here. And good grief, someone took apart the saw too. You can't disconnect that. Well, we're gonna turn the water on to the cab machines when we start grinding. I flooded the warehouse the other day. Flooded the warehouse the other day. Let's see, where's the screwdriver? Put this back. You can tell I haven't been in the shop in a few days, cutting and polishing. I've been so crazy busy. As soon as I got back, basically it was right to sort and rock and getting stuff ready. We had so much cool rock come in the last
Zeke,
I
what
still
did you
haven't.
do to flood the shop?
Oh, Tay disconnected the water line. So I turned on the water to run the machines, and it was just pouring out on the floor. Because Tay likes the warm water, so she disconnects it and puts warm water in the CB6. We'll just put our splash guard back on the front of the machine here. Someone was probably cleaning the machine. All right. Have you ever used the saws before?
No, not the trim saws.
Oh, okay. I didn't think so. That one got plenty of water in it,
Nice and clean too.
right? So you're just gonna line it up straight and just gently guide it. You want the blade to feel like it's doing the work. You don't want to feel like you're forcing it through the blade. But this will give you an idea of kind of pace that you cut through the rock. And some rock you gotta be more gentle with if it's more fragile, and some rock you can go a little bit harder with. But also because we're cutting delicate little strips, I tend to be pretty gentle with them.
Slow and steady wins the race, sort of thing.
Yeah. You see, we got pretty close to straight through the line. All right, go ahead and cut that line, and that'll be the center of your piece. The blonde, that's funny. That blade's thin enough that I don't know that I'd really want to be touching that blade, but it should be fine. Kay looks so happy. I love it. She's playing with some of the Millefiori. We're just talking about you.
I think I tell to the left there or right there. Whoops.
That's okay. That's why we always do extra. And we got uh plenty if you need to cut another strip. All right, you got your strip. You want to shut this off? It's the switch over there on the side. All right, grab the camera. Let's come over here to the Antares machine. Oh, I had a little breakout right there. Well, I think that was already there. I'm just gonna trim this end off where it's broken real quick, and then good grief, I gotta grab the pencil. I'm very much the kind to just leave it all where I'm gonna use it. I'm sure Jordan and Tay were jumping with joy while I was gone cleaning up the lab, going, it just looks so great. You don't see the pencil over there, do you, AJ? It's just a carpenter's pencil. The pencil. I know it's like everything disappeared on me. I I could have swore it was just sitting there yesterday. Oh. Marvin, are you hiding pencils on me?
Jeff, I agree with you there. It's always the last where you left it.
Tay said she had a pencil over here, but I don't see where she's talking about. The pencil is important because that is how you determine that you have a very flat surface to work with. Aha, I have found a pencil.
Zeke, you scrambling for anything is punishment from the spear gods.
Punishment for the sphere gods. Slicing up a pool ball. Alrighty. Intarsia is a very repetitive process. That's so funny, John. I was just gonna tell AJ about the six P's. Have you heard that?
No, I have not. What are the six P's?
Well, if I was prepared, I would remember, but someone will put it in the chat. Piss poor preparation or something like, or piss poor planning. What is it, guys? You have to remind me. I know one of you has it written down. There you go. John always says that. All right.
That's pretty good.
Now, normally we would just be gluing one side at a time. So I would put an X on one side and then mark the whole other side. But because we're going to be gluing both sides, well, you know what? Actually, still do that. I'll teach you the proper process there. So we'll put an X on one side, and then we're going to pencil all the way across the other side like that. Uh, I can't hear you. You gotta mute.
What's the X and what's the shaded in?
So where you shade it in is the side you're gonna grind. The X is so you know which side you ground.
Okay, okay, I was just wondering.
All right, so we're gonna turn
Yes, I
on
am, Kate.
our water there. And I like to use another strip as a little tool to push it in with. But you're gonna take it and you're gonna grind flat. So you're gonna push in with another strip, and then you're gonna push it down with your fingers. And you're just gonna work the face until it's nice and flat. Now, how we determine it's flat is the pencil. So now that I did a little grinding, I'm going to take a look at it. And if I don't see any pencil, then it's good to redo. Sometimes you'll see pencil, like one area. And notice that I'm looking at it before I wipe it off. This is the only time in lapidary where you look at it wet before you wipe it off. And then to confirm I really got it truly flat, I'm going to go ahead and pencil it again. But this time I'm going to do an even lighter grind. Sometimes it won't be as flat as that first grind, and so it'll take a little bit more grinding or if you're doing a really hard material. But because that one ground in really fast, I'm just going to do a light grind where I'll let it grind for a couple seconds. Well, that's pretty good because it's still consistent. I like what we're seeing there. But grind it a little bit more. The big key here is to just make sure it's even. The better you do grinding your faces flat, the better the seams will look. So you got a little pencil on the bottom there still, so grind it a little bit more. This is Basanite. So there we go. We do not have any at the moment. I just happen to have a little stash of it. So now this face right here that's perfectly flat is good to glue up. We don't really need that piece because that was just the one to teach you with. What you're gonna do is repeat what I just did on this piece right here. So that's the thickness that you want down the middle. So you're gonna put an X on one side and you're gonna cover the other side in pencil. And I'll move that back a little bit. Would you like a chair?
No, I should be good.
And then I went ahead and shut the water. So turn the water on a little bit before you start grinding. And while you do that, I'm gonna go wash these slabs again.
Is it lefty loosey, righty tighty?
Yep.
All right.
Starting off on the maiden voyage.
Kind of stressful.
So you see what you just did there?
Hmm.
Where the bottom edge was grinding and the top edge
Yeah.
wasn't because you didn't pull it back far enough. Yeah, there you go. Roll it away from it so you don't get
Roll it
that.
away. Okay, and
So
then
this is perfect example of the pencil. 'Cause you can see about a third of the stone doesn't have any pencil on it, and then there's a big section that does. That was ground unevenly.
okay. Oh, great. We got this.
Yeah, that's all Basanite is just basalt. I like Bill's approach of hands off.
All right, here's the reveal. Did I do it? No. A little bit more.
Well, when you think you got it, we'll redo the pencil and do it again.
I think I got it. I might have missed some. Oh no, I got it all. All right. So have another whack on it after I wipe it off.
Yep, so wipe it off. That same side, you're gonna coat it in pencil again, and then you'll grind it again. But do a light grind to see if you missed anywhere.
All right. All right. All right.
You know, I think this is the most variety of stones we've put in a Intarsia piece so far.
I'm really bad at getting the ends here. That's
Yeah,
why
it
you
does take a
try.
little
You
bit of
got always got to improve.
yeah, it does take a little bit of practice to get it to grind evenly.
I think
The
I got
beauty
the
of this
secret.
stuff. Oh, good. All right, I'm coming. I was kind of happy you picked a simple design to do.
Yeah, nothing too complicated.
Usually Jordan picks the most complicated thing to do.
Yeah, what did she choose?
Well, she actually her project on this time on her intarsia piece wasn't too bad, but she did a really big triangle.
Oh yeah, what material did she use?
Canadian River Plume, Bumblebee 2, and Mookite.
Ooh, okay. So a lot of yellows, I would presume.
A lot of yellows and oranges and reds.
Ooh, that sounds like it'd be lovely.
Yeah, she actually still needs to finish hers. If she
Oh,
hadn't been working so hard, she would have stayed and finished it tonight, but she's she definitely needed a break.
all right.
All right.
So now what?
You got one side good?
Yeah, I think.
Let's see. I'm gonna check it again because this is a really long piece. And it looks like the end is curled
Darn.
or curved. Yeah, I can actually see the gap if you look right there on the left end. You can see how it's got a little gap away from the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Zeke, someone is asking, what is the black material?
This is Basanite. Black jade would work really good too. So you can see on the end there, get a little bit, and then there's a chip right there. But that will do because we're gonna cut the ends off a little bit anyway. So that'll be fine. You got the middle section really good.
I
And
did it.
yeah, any regular hearts tonight, or making one with a shaping machine?
Yeah, we'll do some hearts tonight because I gotta teach AJ how to do a heart. So I'll do a few. I was actually thinking we might shape this one on the shaping machine. We'll see how that goes. All right. So we got our X on that side so you know which side's flat. What material do you want to start with? You want to start with blue or orange?
Uh, if that's going to be facing down, we should do blue down, orange up, because you can kind of have like a land and sky sort of thing. Because like the sunset.
Okay. Yeah, we can flip this either way, but we can do, you said blue next,
Yeah. Yep.
and you want to do sodalite?
Yeah. Sodalite, then lapis, and then amazonite.
All right. So what you're gonna do, I'm gonna draw your first line on here because you're gonna cut do your first cut so you got a flat edge, and then you're gonna do your next cut with however wide you want the sodalite to be on your finished piece. So if you want a thick strip, you'll do it there. If you want a thin strip, you just have to pick the thickness that you want on the face of the stone.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll let you go at it. Try to get that as parallel as possible.
Oh, kick the camera, my bad. See if I can draw a straight line with a ruler.
That can be a challenge sometimes.
You should have seen me in art class.
One of the other things I'll mention is you are going to be grinding some of that off. So make sure you leave enough room. Like I would cut on your outside lines.
Okay, yeah, yeah, makes sense. All
All right.
right.
And while you go cut that, I'm going to show them the piece of Vertigo that I cut. This is such a cool material. I like those little plumes coming up in there, but that's so cool. Actually, let me set the chain while we got it there. Ooh. We'll take a thin cut off that for an entire piece, of course. I'm excited to polish up a chunk of that. Let me wash my hands, and then we'll see how AJ's doing.
I'm doing pretty good. The Sodalite seems like a little softer material.
Yep, it is a decent amount softer. I love
Mm,
walking around the lab and then just seeing Che like jump when she sees me. She's like, ugh!
I would have the same reaction if I'm completely fair. All right, Susie, over here. I did it.
All right, where's the camera?
You have it staring
Oh,
at a saw.
gosh, AJ, how dare you let me leave that over there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I please forgive me.
All right. You got your thin strip here. Now on this one, grind. So put an X on one side. And I'm gonna have you do this pretty thin because we want this to be a wearable piece of jewelry.
Hmm.
So we'll do that as the thickness of the stone. And then it will back it like that. So it'll still be pretty thin. So it'll be light and wearable. So on this one, do the thin edge, put an X on one side, pencil the other side, and then we'll take and glue these two together. And then you can start grinding this side down, make it flat, and add stones on from there. All right. I'll let you go ahead and do that.
And I'm assuming I can use the same backer that Basanite to as my little stop.
Yes, yes. That's very pretty. Can I steal it? This is the Amelie Fiore cab that Tay's working on. Isn't that cool? With the Intarsia machine? It just comes with one, but it's a pretty the discs are pretty cheap for it. If you're only doing the grinding on the machine, for doing your Intarsia pieces, and then cabbing on like a cab machine, you only need like one, really you only need like one grit, like 180 or a 260. Bill really likes 260 for personal use. 180 is what he uses in the classroom, which is what we put on the machine because it's a good grit for people to start with.
I think I got it.
Did you do your second?
Yep.
Sometimes I also just put it on the deck there to see how good it looks, and that looks pretty good. All right. Yep. Shut the water off. Yeah, you can turn the machine off. Let's grab a piece of parchment here, and of course the acetone is gone. It's on Tay's cart, I believe.
Where is Tay's cart?
Making him double-sided. Well, part of the problem is it would be very aggressive against the surface um that the plate is sitting against, but it would be not cost effective to make him double-sided. It'd be easier to just get a new plate. I don't know that they actually how they would even manufacture that, doing it on both sides like that. If that's something that they could even do. Oh, you're good, James. I'm used to get the John answers because I ask these kind of questions all the time. And then John goes, "Well, of course, dude, that doesn't make sense. You can't do that."
They're really laying into you about the 6 Ps.
Yes, I'm very much by winging it. This is wax paper. All right. What you're gonna do is, well, here, I'll glue up the first one here so you can watch, and then I'll have you glue all the ones after that. But first, we're gonna take and clean our pieces with acetone. Make sure we get any oily residue off, finger grime, from grinding the stone. It also helps evaporate all the water. It is very true. Tay and I were just discussing earlier today, right? If you or Jordan is not here, who does what? And I'm like, it all goes to hell if it's not the two of us. All right. So we'll take and put a bead of glue on there. Let's see. I'm actually gonna flip it over and do that side. It takes a second to get the glue down to the end of the bottle. All right. And then I like to use one of these right here because you want to take it and push it down and in so you get a nice glue seam. Oh, that broke.
You're too strong, Zeke.
Apparently. Did you ever hear about that? Brian's very first cab, he spent like 2 hours getting it shaped, and I noticed a crack in it. And I was like, I think that's gonna break. Snap. I was like, oh, that broke.
Superhuman strength from Zeke.
Yeah, I was gonna have him trim it down anyway. But it easily popped, so all right, then I take and wipe the extra glue off. And you can see it helps if you get it pushed down flat. You can see there's a little ridge there. I don't like that because I did not leave a lot of room for error on grinding this. but that's okay. We'll grind the base tonight. All right. What stone are we putting on next? Lapis?
Yeah, lapis.
All right. So what I want you to do is cut this end off. You can leave some spacing on it, but cut the extra overhang off and cut it so it's here, I'll just mark it.
Kind of squared up on the other side.
Yeah. Cut it off about there and about there. So this will save you from grinding excessive amounts of material when you're doing your fine grinding. And go ahead and do the same thing you did with the sodalite where you marked up a strip and then cut it. And then now you're going to make this face perfectly flat. And you'll do the same thing on one edge of the lapis. That makes sense?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
All right. Go ahead and add your next strip on there.
Oh, at the next strip? Or you want me to cut
Or
that off?
I want you to mark the lapis and then go cut both at the same time. The Model 6 is going to be a lot better for delicate material, especially with those ultra thin blades. The high speed is more production focused, so you'll get more chipping and not as smooth of a cut, but it's going to cut a lot faster. He's making faces at me. That's very
Actually, I
pretty.
don't like that.
Ooh, you are numb. Bony fingers that are ice cold.
Because I want this color right here, but this little nub is making it a little difficult to draw my lines.
Here, we got an easy solution for that.
Do I bring the camera?
You can. It's only gonna take a second though. I'm literally just gonna grind that little edge off on the CAD machine. There you go.
Thanks, Zeke. Wicked smart. Oh, kick the camera again. I
Yeah,
apologize.
been there and made plenty of oopsies.
You can't learn without oopsies, so.
This is true.
As you can tell, I did not do very well in art class, but I still like it anyway.
You're doing great.
We'll do a ruler's width, I guess.
What's great about doing lapidary like this is you just have to follow the process and it'll turn out great. Like for most of the night tonight, this is not going to look like a heart. But when we're finished, you're going to go, wow, that's pretty cool. I can't believe I made that.
Yeah, now I just gotta fight with the tripod, because how do you raise this thing? Oh God. Oh, it's this little latch. I feel like I can cut on the inside of these lines. And still, I'll
Oh,
get the width I want.
That's a good idea, Brian. I usually, depending on the material, if it's not expensive material, I'll just take a wrench and slide it across the face of the slab and knock the little nub off. If it's something more delicate or expensive, I'll grind it down. We just got a batch of them to yesterday, of the Intarge machines. I don't know who's getting Intarge machines out of that. I know it's not enough to fill all the orders. Um, but we have another batch of, I believe, 18 coming, which I still don't think will fill all the orders, but they're working on building more. But I am generally not the person to that's going to know inventory on when that is. So that's a general overview. And if you send us if you send Lizelle an email and ask her, she should be able to tell you where in line you are to get your machine. That's
Man,
so
I'm
funny,
killing it
Ed.
with these straight cuts. Killing it.
And it's going to be fun to polish this too, because you have a lot of different hardnesses in this piece.
I can't wait. I'm legitimately excited. I'm not trying to be sarcastic, but I can't wait. Yeah, you're probably right, Jeff. So,
I do not, Alan.
Zeke, I just snapped it. Trying to wipe it off, and here we are.
Hey, it's better for it to break now than
When we're almost done.
right? Yep, go ahead and cut another strip.
All right, back at
Take
it.
the camera with you.
Ah,
Let it just pop off.
yeah,
You,
it startled
you,
me.
I was like, are you breaking things?
I know. I'm I'm having a blast.
Kay was giving AJ an overview of tonight, and after saying like a zillion things, was like, and don't be nervous.
I'm not nervous. I'm just stressed. All right, round two, electric boogaloo.
Let's see. I was looking to see if I had some longer screws to stick in that. Also, AJ, before you
Yes.
finish marking up your piece there, you might want to look at the slab and make sure there's no slab or no cracks that you can see in the slab.
I believe I am all set. I just think I inherited some of your superhuman strength for a second. All right, I got this.
I just realized that these screws are organized by SKU number and not by size. I feel like I'm going crazy trying to find some of these screws.
All right, here we go. Round three. Brian, it is for someone I truly care about too. It is quite funny. Mike, I will do my best to keep an eye on Zeke when I'm finished.
That's a tall order.
Yeah, I agree. This
This is also the time to look at that sodalite that's glued to the basanite and grind it to the thickness that you desire. Because this will be your last chance to
ah
change the thickness.
oh good. Uh I think I like it that thickness. I don't hmm.
I mean, there's no problem. I'm just telling you this is your last chance to change it.
No pressure though.
No pressure. I
None.
mean, worst comes to worst, we cut it all apart and start over, but
I got faith.
that's exciting. That's funny, Michael. On that note, actually, you just reminded me, Kate, because we were looking at some of the amazing pieces, and John suggested that we might do a competition. Oh, good grief, you're cold. I just had the Grim Reaper hand around my neck.
Zeke, are you okay?
Oh my goodness, I think I have a handprint of frostbite. I like how everybody's like a high tay. That was perfect timing. Um, John suggested we might do a competition where we vote differently. So instead of just pick favorite, like first, second, third, he was talking about doing a category of like technical competence or doing like a secondary prizes for um things that are more challenging or overall aesthetically pleasing, like different categories like that. And I thought I'd ask you guys what you thought of that because it's like you can be the most technical competent piece of like, most skill involved and still not necessarily win because people are just voting on their favorites. And so we thought it might be
Oh,
fun. Well, that's why we were talking about maybe having like doing voting before the contest and have like everybody, John, Sherman, me, Jordan, Tay, like look at it and vote on like secondary awards or something like that. Nothing.
no.
I'm not planning more work for you. I'm planning more fun for you. The look, you guys should have seen the look on Tay's face. But yeah, 'cause I just John was thinking it could be really fun and it would help people, like learn too. Like, man, that one is very technically hard. Ooh, that's cute. Oh, well, I didn't realize it was stage one. I thought you were handing me something polished.
Zeke, do I do the double grind on the back of the soda light as well? Because I got the first one done. And then just
What do you
goop
mean?
again for the pencil mark.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Okay.
Check it again. Yes. In fact, we're going to turn what AJ's making into a heart.
Lint.
Yeah, that could be fun. Yeah, we're
You
definitely
snuck
not
up
going to
on me
change
there.
that. We right now the
Yes.
categories are randomized. I can't imagine having to sit there and tailor each group.
I get to sing with something.
We were talking about John was talking to me the other night. We were just talking about doing like secondary voting or something for the contest of like doing like a category of like most aesthetically pleasing, most technically competent, things like that. Thank you. I appreciate you using me as a rag.
See my
Good grief. You are like so cold.
This is why I cut with
Yeah, no kidding. Never mind. Unplug the
Stephanie. Stephanie P. Or Steph P. made an insane Intarsia piece just off a flat laptop.
Oh, that's really cool. I gotta go back through. I haven't seen all of the entries for the Intarsia contest yet, but the ones I have seen I've been most impressed with.
How's AJ doing?
AJ is doing great. I've only snapped his piece once.
And then I snapped it as well.
I expect nothing less of you.
Did you ever hear about Brian's cab?
Many, 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 many times. It's a sore point.
I just couldn't remember if you were here. Are you gluing that already?
Yeah.
Oh man, look at you go.
So I did the acetone. Yeah, I did the acetone, I did the other steps, and I think I'm ready to go.
All right, I like it. You
You
did
did
the
the
pencil on the lapis too?
Yeah, because my X should be right. My X is right here, and then this is my flat side because I want to have this side up because of the
Yep.
different color right there.
So you want it to go that way.
Yes.
Dang, that's nice.
Whoa.
You want to show them? Isn't that a fun agate?
I don't think the camera's doing it much justice.
It is a pretty impressive piece. I do want to do a jewelry competition. One where we do all like finished, like ready to wear pieces. I tried to make it a bolo tie competition, but I was told that probably might be a little bit too niche towards what I'm looking for, and we probably should broaden our horizons a little bit. But
So what?
bolo tie?
Like a bow tie? I'm so confused.
You never seen a bolo tie?
Clearly not.
Well, I mean, yeah, he did grow up in Massachusetts.
You're not wrong.
Let's see. You're gonna look at this and go, "Oh, that's definitely something Zeke would like."
I really hope. Here we
I'll
are.
show you.
We
I'll
got
show you a picture.
Kit. Sorry. Going from darker to lighter. Hitting the camera. I'm really good at it. Yeah, yeah, you were right. I could totally see you loving that. It is definitely your style though, so it works. Nice big 10-gallon hat. I could see, yeah. Oh, sorry, Jeff. I'm now intrigued though. I don't know if I can stop. All right, here we go. Gonna make another straight line. Uh, no straight lines with that ruler. Right. Wow, this stuff's pretty see-through. The Amazonite.
Yeah, if we were polishing just the piece of Amazonite, I would have you polish the back of it too, so it made the color even richer. But since we're putting a black backing on there, the color will really pop with the black background.
Okay, okay. I'm digging it.
AJ was so kind when we were um picking out all the pieces. He was like, "Oh my goodness, I love how you're thinking so many steps ahead in the process to know how it turned out." It was awesome to see his excitement when we were picking out all the pieces, running around the lab, trying to decide what we were going to put in this.
Yeah, it was a very fun, artistic thought process. I figure if I hold you guys like the scene from Ghost, you get a better shot. I believe that's the movie with the pottery scene.
I have not seen it.
I have not seen the movie either. It's apparently a very iconic scene in cinema. Holy weak material, Batman.
You definitely got to be gentler with the Amazonite.
Oh, and then I'm getting distracted reading. This is great.
It has a very strong cleavage plane, so it separates a lot easier.
I've noticed. Yeah, it just kind of split down the rock. So I'm just going to try and make the other cut or other cut as good as I can. I'll just try and be a little more gentle with this cut. Maybe if I get two hands in here.
Well, according to Tay, the smell when you open the saw from cutting a pool ball is very unpleasant.
Oh, oh, back to the. Oh, actually, I can salvage. I got this. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. They just watched the entire piece just crumple to dust.
Do you need help with
But
the
I think,
Amazonite?
no, I think I got it. I think I got it. I guess close enough doesn't always count in horseshoes and hand grenades. Ah, Cynthia, that's a great idea.
What does Cynthia suggest?
Uh, cut it really thick and then shave it down.
We could always
Little
take a
engine
thicker
that could.
we could always take a thicker slab off if you need to.
I think I can. I think I can. I can manage. I have a piece that, yeah, it's long enough, so we are good. We made it. Ah. Oh, Zeke, does Amazonite cut better depending on the direction of the cut?
Yes.
Can you care to explain? Because I'm curious. Is there like a grain, like it's a piece of meat, like a large roast or something, or
So when you look at it, you'll see it's kind of blocky with flat faces, and that's because the you're looking at the planes which it cleaves on. When it talks about cleavage, that's the plane that a crystal will break on.
okay, okay. I figured it had something to do with like a cleaver. Just I can't phrase my words at the moment. I apologize.
So like fluorite has such a strong cleavage plane that you can actually take a butcher knife and cut it into its crystal shape.
What?
They'll take it and kind of chop down the chunks of fluorite into a crystal shape.
What kind of witchcraft is this?
That's so funny. Witchcraft.
Is that not what this is?
Yeah, well, I would have never classified it as witchcraft, but I could see where you're coming from.
Hmm. Okay, I did a lot better on the sanding this time. All right, all right. Back to my gluing station. Now I'm really afraid when I'm drying this, I'm going to snap them all in half.
Yeah, I'll break a few.
You got to scramble a few eggs to make an omelet.
Exactly.
You didn't have to double down with the egg pun, but nice. I
The
also
exactly was not intentional, but I like it.
oh, just the accent.
AJ also makes fun of me for my Utah accent.
Oh, it's not it. I mean, they haven't had me say wada or butter yet, so sand down the lapis phase.
The best is when we get a lot number that's all fours. So Tay or Jordan will be like, fweh, 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 fweh.
Oh, like how I say 44.
Yes.
My favorite one. My car keys are in the khakis. Oh, Zeke, this is my favorite experiment to do with people who aren't from around here. So, oh, this might not work with you, but if you're in school, right? You raise your hand. You're a little parched. You're thirsty. What do you ask to go get a drink from?
From
Yeah,
the
like
water
uh,
fountain?
no, it's a bubbler.
Oh, a
The
bubble.
water fountain is outside of a hotel. You go get a drink from a bubbler because it bubbles. Bubbler.
When you say bubbler, I think of like a fish tank.
Fair, fair, fair. Never heard of that before. Dorchester, Dorchester AJ there. I can tell you that I have spent very little time in Boston actually throughout my life, despite living in the state for my entire life.
It is funny how many people I meet from Massachusetts that spend absolutely zero time in Boston.
Really, water fountain and uh oh, it's soda. It is soda.
Soda.
Soda. As my dad would say, even though being from, New England, he says soder, which makes no sense to me.
That's so funny. Boston's about, depending on the time of day, anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 hours.
It also depends on how fast you drive.
Yeah, Sherman's time is always faster than my time. I'll be like, that's an hour away, and Sherman be like, no, that's like 45 minutes.
I I'm with Sherman on that one.
That's funny, Michael.
We remove R's when visible and add them when they. That's beautiful. Sorry, I had to speak while I was reading. I apologize. I think it's coming along nicely.
We'll see. Ooh, I like it.
I do like the contrast between these two, or like the lack of it. So it's really like, yeah. hmm hmm
Looking good.
Yes, you are, Zeke. Yes, you are.
Oh, that's awesome, Sharon.
I wash my clothes.
Warash.
I've never heard that one. Oh, am I on camera? Ooh, I got a little focused and I thought I was off camera.
That is hilarious, Jeff.
Uh,
That's awesome, Kate.
y'all are great. We got some funny people in the chat. Uh-oh, speaking of fun, oh, I lost the couch.
Oh, let's see. I just realized it's probably a good idea to set up the Oh, that's cute.
So I think we're going to go this. That is what we said, right? So golf ball, uh, billiards ball, goldstone, condor. I think that's how we had it set up. Yep. All right.
That's okay. I was just thinking out loud, but we're good.
Okay. Oh, Jeff, do you cut outside? Is that where your shop is?
I was just about to say you want to take that right out of the middle so you're getting the most length.
Yeah, and I was going to just do either side of the ruler. Yeah. I feel like you're silently judging me, see. No. Oh,
It's okay. I started to change the process when Bill Boggs was teaching me, and the look on his face was definitely like, "What the hell are you doing?"
What is wrong with you?
No, I can see someone was using the shaping machine while I was gone.
All right, let's go cut it. I wish it was 82 degrees. I could go fishing and camping. That'd be fun.
You can go fishing and camping now.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been ice fishing in a long time, sadly, but camping's a little tougher when you wake up freezing.
I went camping over Christmas and it was 7 degrees when I woke up.
Really? What do you use for tent and stuff?
Well, I slept in the back of my truck, but I had a sleep system for rated for I was rated for 10 degrees, but I was very cozy.
Good, good. I accidentally brought a 45-degree sleeping bag up to New Hampshire one time, and I woke up and it was 30 degrees. I have
Oof.
never had a rougher morning in my life. But the trout fishing was phenomenal.
Good grief, you gotta stop putting your hands on my neck. The puffy heart. I did the preform right there for them.
I am cutting the orange billiards ball, pool ball.
I can. I wasn't planning on it.
Oh, I might have done an oopsie here, but oh, 50 degrees inside your house does not seem very pleasant.
You know, it's funny. In the summertime, Jordan's got the thermostat set to 50 degrees, and in the wintertime, she's got it set to like 75. Good grief, don't turn it up to
Actually,
80 in here. I'm fine. I guess if you stop putting your hands on my neck, you can turn it to 80. My hands are oily. I'm switching over the shaping machine so we can do some heart preforms on the shaping machine.
okay.
Ooh, there goes the spacer into the bucket of oil.
You get there.
Like I've actually been here. Oh, you're pretty warm, aren't you?
The sarcasm on that.
No, no, me sarcastic?
AJ would never.
Never.
It is fun having a warehouse AJ and a Philippine AJ because that always throws people off.
It throws me off sometimes because I hear my name and I go, uh-oh. And then I'm like, oh, okay, not me.
Not me.
I don't want to take too much material off here. I kind of did not do myself any favors on my cuts. So, oh, wow.
Grinding a little fast.
Oh, I grinded actually perfectly. It was, I did quite well, I would say.
Oh, good. I'm very, very excited. This is for those of you guys that did not hear, this is AJ's first piece of anything lapidary ever. This is not just first Tarja, this is first anything.
Yep.
Kind of tight, and my hand right recognize
That's because there's no blood in them. It's like a
Oh, thank
corpse
you,
is
Kate.
pressing the buttons.
I appreciate the kind words.
Ow. Ow. Go rinse your hands off. Good grief. You should be wearing gloves.
Zeke, there is major calls for Koyamito Saw Night tonight.
There's major calls for what?
But I think they want us to cut some Koyamito.
Oh, that would be fun. We don't really have much koi meat left. I'm thinking we should cut some condors. 'Cause we got to dig through this bin of condors later.
Cutting open some of those condors would be pretty neat. You want to watch me struggle with this lid? No, I got it. I can do it. I swear. I did it.
If you take a screwdriver and stick it in there, it's really easy to open.
Tay was Tay was trying to give me the Allen screw.
Good grief. John would make such a face if he saw the using the Allen wrench to open that.
Oh, I gotta grind this side down. I almost did an oopsie. All right, we're going back over here. No, back over here. Oh, getting distracted talking to you guys, which is quite fun. Behemoth.
Oh, that big koi mito. That is an impressively large piece of koi mito. What was the material, Jason? Yeah, that's what I would want to do, James, is take a core out of it. Huh, that's interesting. I don't know that I've ever had a piece left cloudy.
Ooh, Cynthia, that does not sound pleasant.
Oh,
Whoa. What's that?
this is a piece of the Condor sea maggot. I'm gonna slice a little bit off, and then we're gonna dome polish it. But very fun colors in that.
Going back at it. Oh, I got a first try this time. Heck yeah.
Go, AJ.
Okay. Now I'm gonna move you guys over here.
Oh, isn't that crazy cool? Yeah, I like that one too. It's fun when Tay comes in and sees all the stuff we've been cutting and playing with and right? Isn't that cool? All right, well my hands are full.
No, you can fit two more rocks on there, Zeke.
I know Tay's gonna have them stacked up to the ceiling in my hands.
Ah, well, got the drops. Come on. There we go. This way. At least I'm technically not talking to myself when I'm doing this.
It's okay to talk to yourself. I talk to myself all the time when I'm here.
All right. So what we
I
got
have
so far.
full blown conversations by myself all the time in here.
All right.
I'm gonna close it.
Oh yeah. That's really pretty.
All right.
You gotta show them that. Tay's so funny. Tay definitely does not get to play with the rocks as much, so when she's in she's having a lot of fun.
Hi, this is Tay. I just got on to show you a cool agate I'm working on. This agate, it happens a lot with agates that are just shipped together. So this is a really cool Moroccan. And what happened is it was broken in a V inwards. So when that happens, you don't want to grind it out, otherwise you're going to waste a lot of agate because you're grinding away all of it. So what I did is I'll grab the slice as I'm talking about this so there's more reference. I tried to grind it a little bit, as you can see, and I realized it wasn't worth it because if you look, it's like broken in. So that's the V. So there it goes. So I cut that slice off. And what I'm going to do to save this, because this is an insanely tubey eye agate, I'm going to fold over the edges, give this a shallow dome, shed on it a little bit. That's my hair. And I'm going to have an insane semi-dome polish agate. What? Um, put her email in chat and ask the team to forward her a link. Use that keyboard, put her email, send in a new chat, email it to one of the team members, and they'll send her a link.
I'm still good.
No worries. Grab the mouse, click that. Hit no. Click and put her email and say, please send this email a link using this keyboard. And then AJ is going to take the handle. What are you doing, Z?
I'm throwing some agates in the saw.
He's making my life hard for. I wanted to take over the saws tonight, but no worse safe.
Oh, well, you left them empty. They were lonely.
That sounded so creepy.
The saws were lonely?
They were lonely.
They were lonely.
What are you doing with this?
Well, we cut that one to go in AJ's Intarsia piece, but I'll use it for more Intarsia.
Yeah. And back to AJ.
I was gonna say if I've learned anything from teaching other people how to do Intarsia, it's cut two slabs if you need one.
Nice.
I still chuckle every time we look at Jordan's and it was ew, look, the saw is all orange now.
It's like a chemical.
Uh, okay.
For your own sanity, Glenn says, you need to cut that huge pine needle. About that. What is the concept?
There's a monster one we showed last night. Um, that I mean, we could cut a ball out of it. I mean, that's what I would do with it. I mean, it would probably make a pretty epic specimen, but you'd probably need to put chocolate milk. You'd need to put it in at least the 18 to cut it. It's a pretty big agate.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Now I'm thinking about it. Is this the what was that round one? And was that were
Oh, that was
these
a
off the
condor.
round one? Oh, okay.
It would make a pretty sweet ball. Oh, sweet. Would you like to borrow a headset? I was like, I can just go over there and cut agates if you want to talk, you know. We can cut the big Quamito. I'll get the plaster and we'll line it up for a ball.
I really don't even think there needs to be a poll. I think the answer is already there.
Now the question is what did Jaden do with it? Well, I see other big Quamitos here.
Oh, my Lanta, I cut a straight line.
Go, AJ.
Followed up by not the straight one. Oh well. By cutting a straight slab. Oh, oh, I can only imagine. So can you correct halfway through that cut, or are you just stuck with what you got? Well, hmm,
Tay concurs with the we should sphere that Koyamito.
sorry. Just doing my thinking in front of the camera, not behind it.
That's the best. Everybody gets to observe the thought process.
I feel very bad for them then, especially on me. But you live and you learn. So we're gonna do that side.
That's so funny, Brian. Some people get really good at cutting little slabs on the trim saw. Sometimes it can be quite impressive.
That's a lot of very strict muscle memory at that point, right?
Yeah, being very consistent and straight.
Took me 3 years to master bowling, and I'm still not even there yet. So, hit the light switch. My bad. No, Brian, I do not go line dancing. I I have two left feet and no rhythm, but I still want to try it.
I was about to say that doesn't stop me.
Zeke, I've seen you move. You got some rhythm, my friend.
Oh my goodness, you should bring your girlfriend, AJ.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
All right, Tuesday, you got to come line dancing with us.
David, I've thought about it too, and I talked to Sherman about it. Using the LSSMs for a resurfacer on a bowling, you would lose material every time you used it.
Tay has never gone with us. Well, I wonder what grit you would need to do a bowling ball. It can't be a very high grit.
Um, yeah, I don't know. The hardest part about the bowling ball is when they get chips in them.
Tay is rarely ever seen in public. Tay likes to be the in the shadows.
Flatten that up. Zeke, how would it do? How do you think the LSSM would do versus rock and then synthetic material?
I think you might not use the same cups you do for the rock, but I think we could do it. I don't know what they use to polish that, but I bet some like canvas pads with some resin polish would do really good. The LSSM is rated for up to 6-inch. It can be pushed up to 10-inch if you plan on replacing gear motors and or make really good preforms. But if you stick a 10-inch in there and beat the gear motors to or the gearboxes to death, um, that's definitely not going to be an under warranty replacement.
Wait, acetone. Skipping steps here, not good.
That's what makes it important is just follow the step over and over and over again. Ooh, I want a Hawaiian pizza. I love Hawaiian pizza. That's my favorite. The look AJ just gave me was great. Ow. Good
You
grief. Let me
throwing
put my
stuff at him?
safety glasses back on. Gonna be throwing things. Yes.
This for me.
Are you talking about like on the trim saw? Yeah, do you want this sliced on the trim saw or in the saw? I don't care. What should you prefer? I'll dome this so you don't freeze me to death. Kay's poor fingers. That, and I know it'll only take me about a minute to get this ground down. You guys are so funny. Apparently, we should have added pizza to the list of things that are controversy.
It's I had a comment, but I refuse to say what side I am on.
Well, judging by your
Oh,
face, I wouldn't say you're pro pineapple on pizza.
no, no, no. Totally. I totally love it. Well, looking like a hot. Totally. All right, we're in the final stretch here. Don't do this guy left. Very Canadian. Sorry, I was reading something else.
That's okay. It's amusing when you're trying to work and read at the same time. So that wheel is going to be too smooth to grind the snub off. You want something more aggressive. That's really for more polishing. You know, when I came back, there was a bin of water on the table, and I was like, "Why is there a bin of water on the table?" And I just observed Tay stick her hand in a bin of warm water. I went, "Oh, that's why that's there." This is fair.
I'm gonna go with that middle cut there. Ooh, the beef beef enchilada with queso does sound very yummy. What they're talking about sauerkraut on pizza.
That's an interesting combination. I mean, I'll try it. I don't know that I've had it, but I'll try it.
I like your attitude, Zeke.
I did have a Reuben for dinner,
Ah,
so I can get behind some sauerkraut right now. Would you turn the TV a little bit, Tay? Would you turn the TV a little bit so I can see it? Thank you. No, that's perfect. Thank you. Watching you jump. I love how patient AJ is being. Very smooth and methodical as he works through the steps. He's doing a great job. I'm impressed with how comfortable he was on the machines too.
it's not my first rodeo with, blades and stuff.
Tay is here.
Oh my goodness. All right. Now I gotta figure out what
I'm actually
side.
quite impressed with how this turned out
It is pretty cool.
for Moroccan. But it was one of the ones that like it had this, but it had no so and I wanted to see how it turned out so we can show people.
That's cool.
Hey Zeke.
Yes.
So I think we've run into a pickup. I'll bring it over here. So this piece isn't big enough, and I cut through the center, I think.
Well, you're gonna lose a lot of the sizer because you look at your middle piece there and you're not flat on the edges there. So it's actually gonna be plenty.
Okay, okay, okay. Oh, I didn't
I've
mute myself.
actually
Sorry.
no, you're gonna. So actually, if anything, the black piece is not gonna be long enough.
Ooh,
I got a plan, so don't worry.
okay. He's scheming, and I don't know if I like it or not.
That's really cool.
It's being because I was just like taking a risk because I saw that and I was like,
That's a really cool agate.
look at YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta show the camera that.
I'm shedding.
I've already found a few.
That is weird. You want to show? You have a way.
Look at this Moroccan agate that Tay cut. Super shadow in that. AJ's like, I'm blind.
You know what? It looks like a crab. But look at the shadow.
That's really good shadow. That's what I was just saying, Tay. Tay is so funny. I love when Tay's all excited. Those are cute. You can turn the TV so you can see it. You're muted.
Well,
It's amethyst. That's a really cool green. Oops, sorry. Wow, that's great shadow.
I'm getting FOMO over it from listening to them freak out over there.
Yeah, you want to see the green condor I just cut?
Yes. We can show everyone. Whoa.
Wow. I love that green color with a little bit of pinkish red in there. That's a fun little agate. Right? Everybody's like, I want to see, I want to see. What are you doing?
Pretty. I need to get to the left side a little bit more. Oh, darn. Even more. Oh, I'm really bad at getting that bottom left corner. Try it again. All right. Yep, yep, yep. Sorry.
You having fun, AJ?
Yeah, I'm actually quite enjoying this. It's very nice to do something with my hands.
That's good. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. I work
What
on
do
a
you
lot of
find?
the machines, so it's cool to do the other side of it for once.
Right?
Very nice, very nice. Well, we got to go back to the. You scared me.
I did.
No, no, Tay.
Oh.
Uh, So I am going to grind a lot of this goldstone down because it is too thick for my liking. And I agree, Lapidary is very, very soothing.
In this scenario, parallel is purely based on how good the cutter is. Dang, that's so good a shadow.
There's no shadow.
Dang, that's a killer agate.
Whoa. That's cool, Shadow.
Tell them it's like Moroccans are my favorite.
Tay said to tell you guys this is why Moroccans are her favorite, the super shadow.
Grinding away at the goldstone.
I cut a little piece of sodalite out. I'm gonna go stick this in the shaping machine to make a heart preform. You got all your borders on already, AJ? You're getting really close.
Uh, oh no, I have one more to go. I'm just trying to get this side, uh, this goldstone width down to something I like.
You're happy with?
Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the pencil and get it hopefully as flat as I can get it.
Dang.
Polished.
Yeah, that needs to be polished.
Isn't that insane?
That's a really good agate. Did you show them?
Tay's coming over.
Tell them this is the agate. This is the other half of that.
This is the other half of that first agate that she showed you.
I love them.
The parallax is very cool on that stuff. Yeah.
It's insane parallel, like 100 times better in person than on camera. And so when it's polished, that's going to be like electric. This is probably the most dynamic one I've cut in like 5 years.
And yeah, cut a lot of rock that one. I mean, hi Jeffrey. You're kind of not quite even on the width, but I'm liking where it's at, so we'll find out. Gotta get some acetone down, and we'll be good to go. Uh, Ed,
Feeling
Are
Oh.
gonna give me a hug? Get really excited for a second.
I don't give hugs. I think I like if you get a hug from me, you're should play the lottery. Oh, that's where they went. Hi. I was gonna say I'm stealing this from Zeke, because you couldn't understand me. Tonight I've been cutting it's me, Zeke, and AJ. AJ, if you look at the main screen, is making his first ever Intarsia piece. I think this is his first lapidary thing he's ever done. Is that right, AJ?
Yes, yes, it is.
There you go. I was just saying, I tonight I'm kind of experimenting with the Moroccans because as you guys know, if you were on some live sales with me last week, I am obsessed with them. I love them, and right now I am really hunting down parallax agates because one thing the Moroccans have is you either get those neon reds and yellows in them, or you get these white nodules. And I am obsessed with them because you can get like the agate I just showed you, the most
Whoa.
holy, that's the Condor Sea agate right there. Oh, look at that chromatography in the purple band.
Thank you, Jeffrey. I've lost a lot of weight. I appreciate it. And I don't have the beard anymore.
We're making him lift weights.
Oh yeah, lots of heavy stuff.
But what I was gonna say is I have been cutting the clearer agates for parallax, and the one I just showed is probably the most dynamic parallax agate I've cut in quite a few years. And that's not like digging through. I picked a couple off the top. Zeke can confirm this. But they are my favorite agate right now. Tell Zeke the law is he has to cut the large. I was looking at it. You know what I want him to do with it? I want him to sphere it. Because it's rare to have koi meters that big, and I was looking at it, it's a koi meter pseudomorph, and I want to sphere it. I think there's a lot more. I just want it to stream. Oh, did you not
Here we
see
go.
me? I jumped up and down and skipped over to Zeke when I cut it. No on the sphere?
They're rallying against you.
I know. But yeah, I'm just cutting agates. But that's a fight you're gonna have with Zeke. I don't know where he put it back down. I walked away. It's a half core, half Zeke. Zeke, my boy. They are a you can't give good looks.
You can't what?
You can't give good.
Thank you, David.
Girl, please.
You look confused. Poke. Look. They are obsessed with that cutting that Koyamito.
It is a pretty nice tornado.
It's between sphere or specimen.
I mean, I would sphere it if I was gonna cut it.
And they're saying to do a poll. You know?
It is a pretty tornado.
All right, team. Since it's a big deal, would Zeke wants to cut something else. He's getting really excited about something else. Here's the thing. I'm going to offer you something. Zeke has a couple condors, the most insane condors I've seen that he's really wants to cut.
Now what?
He was standing in front of me before he's helping out AJ, holding them up. Plus, Zeke is right now, the core drill is not cutting. John banned me and Zeke from cutting cores temporarily, and
And then we need to grind the back perfectly flat. So we gotta put it on.
oh,
Okay.
But that's a lot to grind flat. So it will be better if you cut the excess off here, but I would not cut into the black at all. That's where we're going to be the most limited. So I would stay on both sides of the black.
All right, all right. All right. This is where the fun begins. I am nervous.
Looking good.
All right. Sorry, I didn't know what to do with my hands there for a second.
No, you're good. All right. So what we're gonna do next? Max Sharpage. This is gonna be so cool, AJ. You're doing an awesome job.
I like how the colors came out. Yeah. Sorry for the
Yeah, I do too. Good job, AJ. I mean, you really did all the hard part. I mostly just stood around and supervised.
every great team needs a manager.
So now you're gonna grind it perfectly flat like this. You can do it on the 8-inch if you want a little bit more room. But you just got to get it flat. And when you start to get it flat, do the pencil test in the whole back here.
Oh, okay. All right.
You want to tell them what each color is?
So we have, let me actually hold it up to the camera so you guys can see it. The middle is uh base base basenite.
Basenite.
Yeah, base at night. Okay. So we're going to go from right to left. We have Amazonite, which is this the lightest blue. The middle blue is lapis lazuli, and then we have Shattuckite, third ring
Sodalite.
in. Sodalite, sorry. Sodalite, I apologize. I don't know why I had that on my mind. Basanite is this black piece here. Then we have the rarest of material, a billiards ball, is this bright yellow. We have some goldstone, this in this middle for the orange. And then we have, I believe, Condor sea maggot. I think that's what we went with, right? Yep. And yeah, I just wanted the black stripe down the center and just kind of have it grade one way and then gradient the other way. So before I start, I'm going to take a sip of water.
That's a good plan. Man, now I'm thirsty.
My sip was half a glass of water, but is it a glass or do you call it a plastic?
I mean, I'd still call it a glass, but it is a plastic.
I'm going to get a plastic of water.
You're gonna get a lot of weird looks, but I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go on the 8-inch. Zeke was correct. I probably want some more room here. And I'm going to carry my pencil over. This one's a little nerve-wracking.
A little bit bigger, faster wheel.
No, just a lot of material, and I don't want to like press it too hard and like pull a Zeke and snap it.
I don't know that we need to commit to that being called pull the Zeke, but
Oh, sorry.
oh, you're good, AJ. You break one cab and
Brian, did you just pull a Zeke? That's unfortunate. That looks pretty flat to me. Yeah, Pat, I actually agree with you.
that is true. It is better to break it now.
If you look up rock murder Zeke's name. I'm sorry, I've started this, but I think I got it all shaved. I did the pencil test, and then yeah. Do I do it
Perfect.
again?
Yeah, did you already do it twice?
No, I did once.
All right, do the pencil test again.
Here we go. We did it.
You know, all I
Wow,
can
there's a
hear
lot
is
of people in here.
Dora the Explorer when we did it, we did it.
Hooray! All right. I'll say it again because we did it this time.
That's so funny. Let me just grab that cab. And now,
Oh, Jeff, you're wonderful just the way you are. Don't feel bad.
which
I do too. I do too.
um let's see. Now, one of the things we got to consider is,
The size.
well, the size is kind of already determined a little bit, because
Fair.
you're committed to getting all those colors in there.
Fair,
But
fair.
what shape do you want to do in a heart? Because I got three different choices. Remember we talked about ratio,
Mm-hmm.
where you can see this kind of curve, very symmetrical, elongated.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Give me.
Hey, you want to show them?
So we have this cutout here. I am very partial to these little swirls right here. So I figure you can go. We can't do the big one. So if we want them all in there,
The big one won't fit?
well, just to.
Oh, dang, it is so close.
Oh,
Well, if you did it tip to tip like that, you could get it to squeeze in there.
okay, okay. Tip to tip. All right.
The
Yeah.
lines might not, or the colors might not line up. Here, flip it over.
You don't get much of that. Oh, wait, let's.
So
Yeah,
you could do about right there.
that works. So what do we do now? Do we get something and trace it, or
No, but I wanted you to decide on which one style we were gonna do, so I know what step to have you do next. What we're gonna do is now take this, and you see that black slab there? You need to glue that to that. So, so that it has a backing on there, which is why we did the stones so thin. So it's a light piece, but you gotta make sure it's flat. So you gotta pencil test that slab. So if it's let's see. Can you imagine if you drop that? Yeah, you should be able to hold that on there. That'll be okay. So go ahead and pencil, put an X on one side, pencil the other side. The backing is also basanite, which is just basalt. I don't know why we call it basanite, not just basalt, but I like it.
trying to be special? All right, here we go. That was annoying. All right, there we go. How do you do this without getting your fingers in it?
You just hold it by the edges. Here, let's see.
Oh, it would help to have some fingernails there, huh? I think you missed a spot.
Just a little bit, but you can see it's very tricky to hold something that thin, especially with those smooth edges on there. Um, I wonder if we have duct tape. Let me see if we got duct tape.
Yeah, please. That was stressful. I don't have the fingernails to grab this. That was unnerving. But get at it again. Ah, superfine texture equals basanite. Intriguing. Oh, that was not good. All right. Hey. Hmm? Oh, yeah, that's smart. Please. Just, yeah, I just did. And I hit my thumb on the thing.
You can join us with scars on our face from turning things. That's one that I have that will never go away.
Does getting cut working in a kitchen count, or is it just here? Okay, okay. No, I would rather not join you.
Okay, my mic wasn't on.
Oh yeah, now I hear you.
Oh.
All right, let me go try that.
Oh, this,
Everyone, we were just discussing and about lapidary battle scars, and AJ may have gotten his first. Not really. He just shaved off a little bit of his thumbnail or something. What? Oh yeah, it slightly shifted in the thing. It just rotated because it's
well,
round.
actually,
Oh. We were talking about battle scars. I was talking about if you've been cabbing for a while, everyone has a cab battle scar.
uh,
Oh, that is actually a really cool technique to use with tape. Pretty ingenious, Zeke. Did you come up with that yourself? You can't hear me.
I think someone said duct tape in the chat.
Oh. That's right, Cynthia. Mine is I always have one side is flat. Or my pointer finger is just like cooked. No pretty nails for me. It is in. Oh, yeah. I haven't read it yet. I need to get on that. Oh, Brad, did you go to the doctor? I hope so. Brad, go to the doctor. Band-aids aren't enough sometimes. They can give you antibiotics. Make sure nothing else is wrong. I think the worst thing I did is I don't know if you guys ever noticed it when I'm on the live sale. I have a scar from my pinky knuckle all the way to my thumb, like the bottom of my thumb across the entire back of my hand. And I kind of ignored it. I thought it was fine. Uh then it got infected and my mom's chemo nurse got really mad at me when I went to visit her and I couldn't like use my hand. Suffice to say, two of us went to the hospital that day. Am I going to be around the third week of April? April. Yes, I will be. I will be here. I basically live here. At least for the next 6 months. Oh, that's good. Lizelle has great advice. Oh, I've heard a lot of people are coming April and June to the warehouse. I have to make sure it's clean. Make sure everything's perfect.
Okay, we did it. That was
I
like
would
triple,
use duct tape,
triple.
but I get really bad contact dermatitis, so I get allergic reactions to adhesives. I found that out when I had like 15 or 20 staples in my elbow and they used second skin, and then I had an allergic reaction on the staples. Fun fact. Anyways, TMI. Yeah, I'm just yapping. They're not.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You fixed it. What
Oh yeah,
happened with
Zeke's the man.
my Zeke is anything lapidary, I can give it to Zeke and make sure it is fixed. But I was thinking out of I was thinking something I want to do is I want to do what I want to do is I want to do a Millie Fiore in Tarja. What about you, Zeke?
That would be pretty good.
So I was thinking about picking up some different patterns of Millie Fiore glass because we have a lot of them and figuring out what I want to do.
I really want to do the what Jordan's. I had an idea to do Hyperstein and Char White together.
100%
the other-
charite or
What was that?
charite and what?
In Hyperstein.
Hyperstein and char that would be amazing.
I said we should have Goldstone in there too, or not Goldstone. Gold Sheen.
Do we need another tripod?
Actually, yes, because it could replace the one the over there. Jeffrey gave us this nice tripod here.
Oh yeah, my little glass cab. I thought I was finished and I went to polish it and I found out there was contamination on one of the wheels, so now I have to repolish it. But that is the life of lapidary. Easily fixable. Just takes a little bit more time. I actually don't know if we're out of
Oh, I was trying to
chariot. We
close it.
probably are, but
Oh.
it is a cool idea. Zeke was just saying what a cool idea was. I haven't been around the rock selling as much as the post-order processing. It has been a fun time, me and the sales orders. We're having a blast together. The Blue Mountain. I don't know if you guys have ever spent an extended period of time with Zeke, but he loves rage baiting. He loves making me angry on purpose because his favorite thing is right before I get really angry, he says I get really funny. He's muted. They can't hear you. So he's over here. I'm asking him a question, and he's just like pretending he can't understand what I'm talking about. It's absolutely frustrating.
It is
You can
hilarious.
you can hear him just laughing like a
Jordan
fool
says
he
that all the
is.
time. Yep.
Malachite with gold sheen. Oh, that would be amazing. Oh, we'll do gold stand. We'll do some spins after the cut and chat portion is over because we have to do some scan-ins of them now. Change the system a little bit so it's more professional. Thanks, Michael. Zeke's likely to decapitate newly made cabs. Keep your grimy fingers away from my cab, Zeke.
What caps?
The one I just made.
I was gonna be late. Those I like those.
You kill ones you don't like.
No, just they're good. They don't need to be mutilated. Push it down.
He mutilates bad cabs. Did you hear this?
Oh no.
So it gets all the air bubbles out. Well, it just when it has a fracture that needs to be broken, it's to be correct. Just a little snap.
Good night, Linda.
Thanks, Linda. Oh my goodness.
Huh.
How's AJ doing so far, Zeke?
I think we needed a little bit more glue, but this is pretty good.
I smothered it. All right.
If
Am I
you
muted?
heard what
Well,
he
maybe I
said,
just
he
used too much
said,
glue, but usually it squirts out all the way around. That's what I was looking.
he's just assessing if he used too little glue, or if Zeke just tends to be heavy-handed with it.
I think it's a case of both.
Oh,
How?
What concerns me is that I can't see any glue underneath this
Mm.
edge. That's the only thing I'm looking at. Makes me nervous. Yeah, that's actually.
did you cut that piece of basanite on one of the slab saws?
No, we had the slab one.
This was a slab that already existed. I think I know what collection this came from. This came from Frank's, didn't it?
Yes.
This came from a good friend of mine, Frank's. I have never it's a quick story. He passed away a couple years ago, and his family approached us and was like, "We don't know what to do with his rock. And would you want to buy it? We don't know what to do with it. Can you help us?" And so me and Sherman bought his rock estate because his family didn't know how to liquidate it. They weren't in the industry, and so we bought his rock estate without ever seeing it because we just wanted to help out the family. And when we finally went to Worcester and packed it all up, I have never seen more slabs. This man put his Raytech to use and did thousands and thousands and thousands. He slabbed dang near anything he can get his hands on. I have the last slab he ever did, which was a piece of plume salamaline we gave him that was still in his saw. That sits on my desk. I will never polish it or change it. It is always going to be on my desk. I don't want to change it. So, yeah. That's actually quite special then. That's from Frank. And I've never seen someone who has loved like lapidary more. He was a YSL driver. He was a truck driver, and that's how he met us, is because he'd pick up our deliveries. And he came in and he saw we were doing lapidary, and from then on we were friends. For years he'd come on weekends just to help me move rock so he could look at it. If we were planning on trying to hire him like after he retires, so because he just wanted to play with rocks all day. He's like, "I'd love to hang out with you and just like talk about rocks." Because he was part of the original crew who started the Worcester Rock and Gem Society. But say la vie. See him upstairs someday, you know? Lapidary's fun. Why are you doing that,
A very
weirdo?
good community.
It's just such a nice sentimental story. I was just looking at you, getting a little teary-eyed over here.
Me as
Yeah.
well.
Lapidary has the best people. Like, that's how Zeke ended up at my door. In a
All
box
right,
like a
we'll just
puppy.
drill a hole like that.
No, no, we're finishing.
All right, show us where we are in this process and lean close to him, AJ, so we can hear him.
Well, we put the backing on, got all the strips together, and this is the fun part where now we got to actually make it into a heart. So it just needs to sit for a minute because there's a lot of glue on there now. And then we're going to trim it down so it's a more manageable piece, grind the top flat, and then we'll take that template. AJ really liked the curvy heart. So we'll take that template and we'll put that on there and then grind it to that shape and polish it. Which means that I also need to take a slab and grind it into that shape so I can show you how to do that shape.
Mhm. Cool.
I should make the heart.
What should you? We'll bring the camera over and. Oh, okay.
I wanted to make a cab out of this for a while.
Nice. All right.
Need the headset back. I need the headset.
You creep.
Hey, you got it all nice and warm for me.
So where are we going, Zeke? Over here?
Yeah,
Over
we're
there.
just gonna let's see, let me grind this down. That's gonna sit for a minute. So let's cut out a piece so I can do one with you. Man, that is a hard piece of wood. All right. Let's mark the shape on there that AJ wants to do because I'll do one with him. Let's see. Hey AJ, let me do this so I can match you here. You want it that way or that way?
Um, flip it back around again. Let's do side A.
I prefer this way.
Me too. Me too.
All right, I'm just gonna do mine to match yours so that as I'm cutting this, AJ can follow along pretty easily. I'd like to get a little bit of that black in there. I haven't done this shape of a heart in a very long time.
Hey Zeke, Tay's had a question for you.
Yes. You don't go to the website. You go to portal.hplapidary.com.
Okay.
You know what? This one's going to be too big for the 6-inch. Let's come over and cut this one on the 10-inch. Got all of Tay's lovely little glass shards on the deck here. Take a little bit more off. All right, you ready to start?
Yes.
What you need to do first is trim down your piece and then grind the top flat so we can put the marking on it. Doesn't have to be pencil flat, it just has to be flat enough that we can put the marking on it.
Okay, so cut the black square
Yep.
on that and then hop back over to that.
Yep, and then grind it enough that we can draw the heart shape on it. See, it's got it drawn on there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, you want to take the camera with you? Actually, you can just leave it
No,
there.
yeah.
Piece.
I feel like I'm being crowned every time you give this to me. I get privileged to speak. What is my favorite stone? I am an agate guy, and it really depends. Like, if I were to say all-time favorite, Los Mornitas Coimito. That is my all-time favorite, especially the neon purples and oranges, and with the eyes. That would be one of my all-time favorite stones. If we're talking about more Like it can kind of change. Right now, the stone I absolutely love cutting, Moroccan agate. I'm loving cutting it. Almejos and Gambiers are always up there as well. But yeah, if you were just interested in being a hobbyist, what would your ideal starting point be? Well, if I had rock and I wanted to start cutting, I for that question, I'd need to first know what kind of cutting do I want to do, right? Well, do a little. I feel like you. But if I was just getting into the hobby and I didn't know where to start, honestly, I'd say go for a slab saw. That would be my approach to it because slab saws you can cut everything and you can cut things without having a lot of skill. The other hand, a lot of people tend to go for trim saws because trim saws are more inexpensive and you can do a lot more there's a lot more you can do with them shaping wise, like preforming and everything. You can use the side of blades to do a little bit of grinding and shaping. So those are the two saws, depending on which direction you want to go with that. That if I were a hobbyist, I'd start with. Trim saw definitely gives you a little bit of a head start on like if you want to get into cabbing and you want to polish, then a trim saw and a small cabbing unit would be like a fantastic start.
There's a hole in the bottom. So here, let me show you. Can you film this up? Oh. And then screw this on. Then get this back.
Ah, I can't wait till I get a third mic. I'm getting a third headset for in this room.
It looked kind of funny walking around with a third leg.
I hope you didn't hear what Zeke just said. Oh, saws do multiply. And the 16 is a perfect like in between saw. Like it's like that mid range where you're not constricted by like a under 12-inch vise or even the 14's vise isn't huge. So you have a lot more you can cut because you also have a bigger blade. But I don't know. And you can put an Everclean on it. That's pretty cool. You don't have to hand clean a saw because Zeke,
The going to a 16, so
I think you're a little far away.
I was just saying my favorite thing about the 16 is being able to put an Everclean on it.
The wet belt unit is smaller than a cabbing machine. It's taller, but it is smaller, square footage wise. I think, what is it? About 2 by 2? What is your favorite machine?
Okay, yeah. But I would say if I can only have one machine, I'd take the cabbing machine. But if I could pick my actually the one I get the most joy out of using, by far the core drill.
Very vastly different price points on those ones. Zeke is the type of guy, if he needs to buy something, he will only buy the best. Sometimes to his detriment.
That is why I ended up with a huge Highland Park shop.
He did have a huge Highland Park shop. We'll do spins after. We do spins after we finish the cut in chat portion of tonight. I do really like the trim saw. It does give you a lot of variability on what you're able to cut. One thing that I do recommend the trim saw over the slab saw is if you are cutting with water. specifically for color sensitive pieces like certain types of turquoise, opals, softer stones that if oil penetrates it, they're very porous. It's not coming back out.
I always tell people if you're gonna do like cabbing or things like that, start with a trim saw. If you're only gonna cut things like agate specimens or display slabs, start with a slab saw.
There you go. And that's the difference between me and you. I love my agates and my displays. You like your cabs. I
That's
don't
my favorite thing about my having a favorite thing is that I don't have to pick a favorite thing and I can do all of it.
think how cute she is.
That is, how's it looking, AJ?
Pretty good.
Let's see.
Am I muted? Yeah. Oh no. Pretty good.
The color
Oh.
is popping.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Just gonna have to snap it. No, you're good.
Don't scare me like that.
Let's see, what's it looking like so far? Show them what the stage it is.
Oh, the camera's about to die.
That is looking nice.
I'll take your gripper off there.
Yeah, that's a really nice ombre of color. The orange material, the neon orange one, is a
It's a billiards ball.
there you go. I forgot the name. I was like, it's a ball, but that really doesn't help them. Why, Ed? It did. Can you go grab the phone that's on the desk over there? The joys. I was talking to Sherman about this recently. I really don't love being on camera. I've never liked my picture being taken. I've never liked videos being taken of me. I have no social media really. And then I found out my job is being in front of the camera, and it's not been too bad. You guys have made me more enjoy it. We can't run a battery pack with this because we have to run a headset out of it, like as a redundant thing. So we can't hook up a battery pack for it. So we just keep secondary phones. I would if I could. It is an Android because of the camera quality. iPhones on video don't support that good of quality, and they're not as rugged, and they're very expensive. If this one inevitably falls in oil or anything, it doesn't cook us. Could I? All right, there we go.
Room for error is diminishing.
No, I need that.
Yeah, come on, plug it in.
And then if you would kindly unmute, oh gosh, you can see. And there we go. We're up and running already. That's what I've been having to deal with this entire time. This guy lording over me. Yeah. We're not really sitting eye to eye.
Why are we doing close-up shots? What?
Uh, it has the, oh, there we go. Can you speak, AJ?
Oh, I had myself muted.
All right, there you go. It works. Perfect. Up and running. Never wink at me again. I will write you up. Some things, Glenn, I do not want to see on my day-to-day. This is one of them. Oh, you've
So you
missed
can wink
me.
at me anytime.
We've only worked together for a couple years.
Years.
I know. How many years? Two. Oh, going on three. Yeah, I made that joke to Sherman. I was like, crazy how long we've lived together, and he hit me. So,
You know, it was 4 years ago the other day when I started joining live events and like unmuting and talking with John and Sherman.
oh, you know what's crazy? When they started the live events, I didn't even know they were happening until Sherman was like, "Tay, get on a live event. I need you to," because we used to hand do all of the data entry, and he's like, "I need you to do all the entry." Was I taught how to do it? No, but we did it, and it was a great time.
Tay's award is having me here.
That's more of a punishment if you ask me, but you know, the apples and
I think
oranges.
it's a reward.
I think my stress levels have risen exponentially. Do you remember when you moved that core drill? Yeah, I know you weren't. I think this was my key issue. No, it's been absolutely great having Zeke work here. It has definitely changed the momentum and the direction Highland Park has gone, and he has been nothing but an asset to the team. What do you mean child labor laws? Of course they never apply to family.
You ready?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, they only have USB-C.
Hold the headset back.
All right.
AJ had to do the challenge portion.
So are we going over there?
Yep, we're right here. Crazy, isn't it?
I know.
All right. This is where all the fun really begins. And you want a closer view, the best is to actually extend that back leg and put it right here in the front. And also it helps if you zoom it in a little bit. Thank you. It won't let me zoom it in. Are you watching, AJ?
I'm getting harassed by Tay, I'm sorry.
Tay, stop harassing AJ. He needs to watch. And then I'm checking it where that little brass line is. For that, because it curves in like that. That's a little bit sharper of an in curve than we'll be able to do on the cabbing wheel. We'll just take and grind it in like that.
So you just go in as much as you can.
Yeah. I'll get it down to where that point is almost touching in the curve. Which is okay because that'll actually help preserve a little bit of your pattern there. All right, now this is probably about the hardest part. And about the you want to take the wheel, the edge of the wheel, into about the halfway point into the notch. And you want to grind it in. I like the bump that's on the template is a way harsher bump than I do, like way deeper notch than I do. That's already a little bit more than I like to do, but you can do however much you feel like. But then you're just going to repeat that on the other side. Go halfway in and however much you feel like doing. I think the curve that's on there is a little sharp, but so then another one more pass around. We'll get the edges done there. And that'll be kind of the shape of the finished piece. So just get it to there, and then I'll come in and help you again.
All right, but this isn't nerve-wracking. I got this.
You're gonna do great. People have been doing them on flat laps. It's very, very hard to get tight seams. That's why having an Intarsia machine is so great, is to be able to use the deck to get your perfect edges. But yes, it can be done on a flat lap.
I have to look at it logistically, because the issue I run into with having anything but an adapter attached to these phones is how dynamic the phones are, how much they're moved. And I'm taking into account if I have a battery pack.
The material he used seems like it was a lot softer than this.
Will the plug get ruined from just getting it pulled? I'm seeing what's works best. I'm still experimenting with this setup. If like how we do phones and stuff. Wow.
The general gist of that was that she'll experiment and play with it and see what we can come up with. In less words.
Audio setup.
Made that look so easy.
I did.
Yeah.
You just go slow. Follow the process. Hollow grading. I'm not sure what you mean. You're cutting a notch into your cab there.
Where?
Right here, you just cut a big notch into it.
Oh. How?
So I'm gonna fix that. I'll correct that by doing that. But you had the stone hanging off the edge of the wheel like that. So you gotta be careful. That's why I was working it like this. And looking at the edge.
Thank you, Tim.
Especially on something this big. I mean, you can hold it and work it like this, but you definitely run the risk of doing something like that.
Okay.
I do both. You're not ready to do the notch yet because you still got overhang of the black. Grind it smooth first. Follow the line. Roll the edge. No, not wave. Roll. But you got to do your bump up there. See how you got material there?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Tay said the internet dropped for a second. So be checking to make sure you're staying within the line. You want to check that frequently.
Two hardest parts. Like I'm ready for this one, right?
No, you gotta
No?
get the edge all the way around done first.
Okay.
That's gonna be the last part you do for this step. Because you won't do it symmetrically if it's not finished grinding all the way around. You want to be able to look at the whole shape of the stone so it's symmetrical. People always appreciate symmetry. You gotta get more out of the top right there. Because if you look, you still got like where it's well there was
Right
little
here?
chips on the edge of your slab, yeah. And you got more to grind down. You want to grind all the way right up to that line.
Okay.
You see what I mean too, also about the stone getting much, much bigger as you add piece after piece after piece.
Mm-hmm.
Even Jordan, when she did hers, was like, "Oh, that is a little bit bigger than I was expecting that to be."
Yeah.
I know I was debating whether I was gonna have AJ drill this or if I was gonna help him do it. This one. Most people break at least the first stone that they do, though, so I was like, "Oh, that's a little questionable."
Okay. So let's see.
No. Well, I mean, I remember the third floor and all the cut chats we did up there, but I don't remember the first one you and I did. Well, I assume we polished some agates. Oh, I do remember that. Oh
Okay.
gosh, back in the day. Let's see.
Thanks, Mark. You guys are great. I like how you guys are so reassuring. Thank you very much. And yes, Cynthia, it is pretty big, but it's for a good reason, I think. So, uh, I spent about a week and a half thinking about what color or how I really wanted it to go. They're only mean to Zeke.
What?
Cynthia says they're only mean to you.
Oh, this is true. All right, I'm actually going to switch to the next wheel to do your notch. So it's a little bit slower grinding. You want to make sure you turn off the water here, turn on the water there, just a little bit. But that's the other reason that I had him do it really thin, is because I knew it was going to end up being big. And this way it'll still be comfortable to wear. Ooh.
Oh, oh, not bad.
All right, do your other side before you get too aggressive there. Try to be very smooth with it. You don't want to wave it around while you're doing it. And then just nice and slow, so you can stay in control.
Right? There's no line there anymore.
No, it looks good. So you want to work,
Just
get
touch
a
it up.
little, yeah, get all the little chipping out.
Mm.
This side right here, you don't want to rock this where you get this in curve. You only want to work it this way, because that'll help keep that curve.
Mm. I am
Yeah.
not comfortable taking any more material off.
Yeah, let me help you a little bit.
Right. We marked it with a brass screw. So what will you make for weddings? Ooh. Hmm. Yeah, I think a countertop would be nice and cool. Hold on, I need to pull the tape real quick. Holy crud, you are warm. They said it's a stone you'd be proud to wear.
I would rock that. Yeah. All right, AJ, look at this right here.
Yeah.
For the in curve part, I'm working the face, matching that same curve. Like that. But for the rest of it, I'm gonna grind the top down and do a very, very shallow dome. And it has to be very shallow because you don't want to grind through the color portions of the uh piece you just made. And then I'm doing a little bit of that same kind of in curve right there. Because you see how on the edge there, how little of that top stone we're gonna leave. That is really cool. All right. You're gonna move to this wheel next. Actually, you're not ready for the expanding drum yet. For doing the inside curve on this heart, this will be a little bit easier for you. You're gonna use this third wheel here. And now you're gonna work the piece a little bit more. Now this is a softer wheel, so it's gonna be, you can push into it a little bit more. You can still shape very small amount, make sure things are even. But this is gonna help get all your little flat spots and scratches and things like that out. And you still want to work that end curve. But like you can see how thin
Mhm.
that is. So you're right at the max of what you can take off there. So you want to work it a little bit.
Um,
Ooh, kicking the camera.
what grit is this wheel?
280. Move that back just a tad bit for you. No pressure.
I know. No. I am so confused. I will be completely honest.
Here you go. I'm gonna show you again.
Yeah.
So this step here, you're no longer really shaping it so much as just smoothing it out and getting the spread of scratches and like little flat spots. You're pushing in the wheel into the wheel a little bit instead of shaping the stones.
Okay.
That point right there, you can see how you're like basically looking through the Amazonite at this point at the black. You want to still polish your end curve. All right. So dry that off, look at it, we'll inspect it for flat spots and scratches. What are we faking well? Yeah, that's a really cool piece. I guarantee a lot of people's first pieces don't look that near that exciting. Oh my goodness, how much water did you use? Yes, it is overflowing. All right, turn the water off because we gotta dump the tank. They're running at full speed. That's exciting.
That's looking really good.
Mm.
Nice job.
All right. Um, Zeke, do you have to worry about undercutting the softer stones at full speed?
Not really. Not any more than you would at a lower speed.
Yeah, let me turn the water back on.
Yeah, it's just a tiny bit.
No, full blast.
Blow the valves apart.
He likes Scotty giving it all she's got. So,
Yes, you have to cut parallel to the flash. Let's see it before you get it wet. Yeah, like you see how that's a little bit scratched up still on the
yeah,
white. A little bit right there.
so right there.
Yeah,
And
right
then I
there.
see this one.
Yeah, we
So
just
I
need to
got a
work that out.
third wheel in, right?
Yep.
Here we go.
It's just now hitting you.
I think it was hitting yesterday really hard, but when I had to see, I couldn't.
You want to look at where you see the chatoyant flash, and you want to cut parallel to that. I'm trying to think of what that one doesn't have. Not all of it has layers on the neolite. But as you tilt it and look at the piece, when you see the flash, you want to put your blade parallel to that flash when you cut it. We can help you with a bigger saw.
I think I got
This
it.
is freaking awesome, AJ. Let's see.
It is actually came out better than I thought.
You're hitting, you put a notch right there with the edge of the wheel. Because you're trying to do this on that edge. You're going too far on it. When you're doing that in curve, you gotta work it like that. Working on manipulating the piece. That looks so good. Awesome. You happy with that? I said, are you happy with that?
Very happy with that.
Still stressed?
A little bit, yeah.
All right. Come here and work on the fourth wheel now. Very little water. You don't need very much. Just enough to keep it wet.
So I'm just going.
Yep, work the whole piece, every surface, sanding it down, smoothing it out. Well, hopefully, this very unique piece has inspired you guys and give you something else to try. You did start with a quite challenging piece, AJ.
Well, I guess I ate the frog, so I really hope she likes it too, Cynthia.
Do well.
Mm. Oh, geez, my hands are freezing. Hey, Lana, why didn't you say this was going to happen? My hands are freezing. Why wouldn't you say this would happen? Mm-hmm. Heat your water. Touche. I just wish wear tight-fitting plastic gloves. Okay. You guys got a lot of experience. Oh,
Yeah,
wrong one.
the nitrile gloves are nice.
Oh, are those the black ones that are just like very tight?
Yeah.
Zeke, can I get your opinion? How am I doing?
Yes. You're doing wonderful.
Yep, help holding on to the piece too. Yeah.
You're still on 600.
I'm on this one, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, a little notch right there.
Hold on. Ah,
Little notch right there.
dude.
And
Oh, I see it.
it's
Right
still
here.
a little scratched up. Yeah. I'm gonna make this a little bit easier for you. I'm take it over here to the expanding belt and get those scratches out of the soda light. Surprisingly, the soda light is actually one of the harder materials in this. Yeah, see how it's still a little dimple right there.
Oh, okay, now I see it. I had to hit the right angle. All right, here we go. Hold on, let me just keep my finger right there as I do it.
So work it the other direction. Turn it 90 degrees. Yes.
This way?
Either up or down like that. Either way. Just be careful not to grind too much off the tip.
Let's see you. Still there. I went to go reach for the paper towel I was using and it vanished.
They were all getting a little soaked. I felt like Tay walking around or Jordan walking around picking up paper towels. Nothing. I approved it. Approved it.
Oh, it's so small at the moment. I just like a few more passes and I think I got it. The next, if I ever do one of these again, the next one I'm doing is a circle. That's it. It's going to be a circle.
That's actually still a heart shape.
What's an easy shape then?
A square. An oval. A circle is only hard because to get it to look perfect is a little bit challenging if you're freehanding it.
It's, oh my God.
Teardrops are an easy shape.
I think I'm there. Oh, my fingers are cramping.
You can go running your hand under warm water.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Hey Zeke, I think you made a little bit of a mess over here.
Just a little bit.
Just a tad.
Oh, it's really good, AJ.
Woo.
You ready to move to the next well? Yeah, the gray. It's gray. Huh, apparently 9 years to go today, I was doing a rock show. Apparently 9 years ago today, I was selling rock in Tucson.
Really?
Same. That's funny. You know what's crazy is that we didn't meet.
For all you know, you met in passing.
My dad would always go to the mineral stuff, not the lapidary stuff. It's literally crazy to think that we were like in the same town at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, Zeke, then we did that too as well. Because I went to one of the Tucson shows. You
Oh,
talk,
that's cool.
yeah,
What year were you there?
2019?
I don't think I went to Tucson that year. I might have. I can't remember.
I only remember because it like rained, snow, or rained, hailed, was a million degrees, and then overcast all in the same day. My eyes are failing me.
Let's see.
You have the better eyes than I do.
That looks real good.
I do better this time?
Uh-huh. So, all right. So this area looks really good down here. You see how there's a little bit of curve to the top
Yeah.
there? And it's not quite as shiny. You want this to match that.
Okay. All right.
You got water on that, Will AJ? Looks like there's a little bit of water. You don't want very much on your finer grit wheels.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's water.
Yes, Jeffrey. You're singing my tune.
That does sound fantastic at the moment. Sounded dry at start. Oof.
I think it was just because the microphone picked up sound for a second. That is one of my favorite 2 a.m. snacks is spicy nuggets and frosty.
Oh,
Hey, I'm driving you home, aren't I? We could get Taco Bell.
anything, basically. Unfortunately, that means I am on a health cleanse and I cannot eat anything. That scared me because my mom's name's Wendy. So I saw it in the corner of my eye and I got freaked out. Sorry.
That's so funny.
So I've been eating really healthy. I've lost 5 more pounds.
Where? Did you take a jacket off? You know?
No.
We were telling AJ about noodles today.
Uh-huh.
It's not fair. He just has weirdly large arms. I'm normal.
Yeah. Zeke has some Popeye forearms.
I think it's a bit of both. I got a large forearms and you just have extra small forearms.
Well,
Like size.
AJ,
huh?
do we not think that she has small forearms?
You have small forearms. I got a very mean look. No, you just have a slender frame. I'm trying to.
Like a cup of noodles.
I gotta focus, Zeke. Come on. How's this? I think it's.
You still got see how it's right up on the top
Okay.
edge there,
That's what
and then these edges.
I.
If it makes you feel better, AJ, I am a bit of a like make it perfect and seamless. You're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
Well, no wonder we're getting cold in here. Sherman's trying to freeze us out.
Why? What's the temperature?
He has it turned down to 55.
I mean, still warmer than outside.
Well, that's not saying much when it's like 10 degrees outside.
That's all you need. But I also walk into a building that's like 40 degrees every morning, and I'm happy.
That's so funny, Jeffrey. Oh yes, we'll have to show the piece when it's you want to show it dry so they can see it.
There it is.
You're doing a great job. This is a really cool piece. Is it as good as you envisioned?
I had such a harder thing envisioned. I wanted like little heart, like a heart, and then like just going around the heart to the all the way on the outside, going from shades of orange to lighter. Now that I've like done it, I realize how ambitious that was.
That would be pretty ambitious. Although it's doable. I'll have to show you Jared Massey, one of the guys on here. He did a really impressive Intarsia piece. I got to hold it, and even holding it in person, it still took me a minute to figure out how it was assembled to get it so excellent.
Okay, I'm game. I cannot seem to get this little corner here.
Oh yeah, you did an excellent job, Jared. You know, actually, I'll give you I'll tell you about a compliment that's even better. John was so impressed with the piece, he sent me a screenshot of it and said, and called me and said, "Dude, did you see this piece?" And that's about as rare. In fact, John doesn't even do that when I send him my work. That's about as rare of a compliment as you can get.
I think I got it. Maybe, possibly, perhaps. Because the other, it's still that little corner, right?
Yeah, you gotta on this edge right here, move this in more, like this.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the problem you're having is you're stopping and doing kind of like this, and it's giving you a little almost like facets. You need to roll it across there a little smoother and work it a little bit more. And then that right at that top edge.
That's the angle I was missing.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
do it just a little bit more. This one, I think, with actually the softer materials in there, we might just do with Zam, but we'll see. I know the oh, excuse me. With the pool ball in there, that's gonna definitely need some Zam, like billiard ball.
Oh yeah.
Not like a serious game. Like goof, we had a pool table that we used to goof around with. John,
Do you guys want to play some pool?
I do want to play some pool. We should go do it.
Okay.
I'm game.
Are you being a shark right now is the real issue.
No.
No? Oh, okay. Okay. I've played with hmm, okay.
Ooh. You what? Mm.
If you guys I can open the diner up if you guys are hungry after this. Okay, I think I got it. If not, my God.
Looks very nice. All right,
Cool, it's a hustler.
show them, and then move to the next wheel.
All right. Wicked nice, very nice.
My one of my favorite scenes from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is when Will gets hustled, and I can't remember the dad's name, but he goes in and loses a game, and then bets big, and he's like, "Break out, Lucille," and he pulls out his custom pool stick and
You
just beats the
know,
crap out of him. Uncle Phil, that's right.
you know you're done. I did that with a friend of mine. He's like, "Oh, I don't play too often. I don't play too often." And I was a little cocky, I guess. So I spent $5 on the game. I didn't get a touch my pool stick. He broke it. He got his the first ball and he just went with it.
You got water on that last wheel?
I don't know.
You don't need very much. Let's see.
Which one is the water for that? No. Blinded by the light.
Um, I don't remember that show being on the approved list, but I did watch it. I mean, everybody needs to, a little, Uncle Phil in their life.
I've never seen Fresh Prince.
Really? This is
I'm a
blasphemy.
I'm a gamer.
That's a good song, Jeffrey. Now there's an idea for you. Jordan really hates because when she used to do it where she'd not put water and be like, "Ah," and she hates that sound. I like how Tay is also only getting bits and parts of this conversation.
Hearing loss was because of Alzheimer's. I'm not joking, and it works my thing.
That's very interesting.
It's one of the causes of Alzheimer's. Isolation also plays a massive role.
Oh, my legs.
I heard blueberries help with that. Is that I heard blueberries help with that? I said I heard
Oh, see, I
blueberries help
was
with that. The antioxidants help you can keep from the heavy metals oxidizing in your brain. It was some study that Sherman was like, "Here, you need to read this."
Both my grandmas have gotten. My grandpa's had like dementia leading to it.
Zeke. Next, you're gonna tell
So,
me.
so when you said we had that conversation and I had no memory of it, are you sure it was me? Jordan, I was talking to Jordan about that, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's when you had your earbuds in." So I was there, just not listening.
I got them. I plugs that protect me over 10 decibels because over 10 decibels is really chosen of hearing damage, and hearing damage is irreversible. So I have hearing damage, and I don't think anyone else should
Oh.
because when you're grinding a friend, that is loud and they destroy your hearing.
I fully agree. I hate when I'm working with John and Sherman and they're throwing metal around and they'll harass me. 'Cause I'm like, wait, wait, wait! I need my hearing protection. You know. Tay does need a mic. In fact, she said I think 5 times tonight that she's gonna order a third mic because she's sitting here all by her lonesome. You know.
Tay does need a nap as well. I think I'm getting better. Dude, that's getting really polished.
Yeah, you're doing awesome. All right, show them, then work it a little bit more. More noodles.
She feels like she's conversing.
Hmm?
I'm tall.
You are tall. Like a cup of noodles.
Person, we look somewhat of the same height online, but when you meet us in person, they're like, what the fuck?
In Tucson, the two things that Tay and I heard the most was, well, I would hear all the time, "Where's your wife?" And then the other thing that we heard a lot was, "Whoa, you're tall," and "Wow, you're short next to Tay."
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny.
That is true, Mark. Mark, that was the first thing he said. He's like, "Wow, you're tall," and then, "Wow, you're short next to Tay." Tay is 5'9". I'm 5'5", 5'6" if I stretch and put on my boots, you know.
You know you're short.
Some people I am short. Raktiv is 6'9".
Oh my goodness.
Huh?
Would-
Wow, I was way off of my guess.
It was so funny the first time Jordan saw Rick Tim standing up. She was like, "Whoa, you're tall," and then we were like, "Jordan," and she was. And then we were like, She's like, "What? I've never seen him vertical before." I like that, Adriana. I'd feel tall, you know.
Ah,
My
I
my
dropped
hip
it.
bonus.
I'm 4.
I don't have long legs. I have a very long torso.
Tay does have a very long torso. Her hips are only maybe about 4 inches taller than mine. Maybe
Jeffrey,
3.
I too am 5'12". I too am 5'12".
With what boots?
I'm like, you know what? I'm 5'13" in boots, okay? I said I'm 5'13" in boots.
He thinks he's 6 feet tall.
No.
That's so funny, Terry.
You took my line.
All right, it looks really good. It's ready for a buffing. You know, I really do appreciate that, Jeffrey. It's there's moments in time where you just gotta feel tall. You know, turn the machine off. And let's shut off the water before we have another flooding scenario. You know, Tay, I was told that while I was gone, there was a flooding in the lab every day you guys were over here. Just cleaning the floor. All right. I'm going to buff this for you because this is the part where usually people break this.
Yeah, Jordan's that way.
And you've done far too good to have it break now. Hey, look at that. He did such a great job. This one's also going to be a little bit tricky to polish because there's such a extreme difference in hardness. Yes, Tay does look comfy. The stone, what are you looking at? Doing these in curves on the leather wheel is also quite challenging without flinging the stone.
Oh,
$60 to buy, so I can just eat them up, like, because I wear them out in like 5 months. I wear holes in the bottom and I just replace them.
wow, you only have shoes for 5 months. Fair. Yes, Mark, it is going to be a necklace. Right now, I'm working on $15 specials from Walmart for my diner shoes. After having the same pair of shoes for 7 years.
Drill. All right, let me go rinse. And then we're gonna buff the uh pool ball with Zam.
Oh,
Get a little Zam on there. That's an awesome piece, AJ. Woo! That is a really fun piece. 7 different stones in there. Thank y'all. It was so much fun. I'm glad AJ finally got to make his first piece. It's been, that's been a long time coming, AJ making his first piece. But
Right?
as always, it's a blast to hang out with you guys, and we'll see y'all tomorrow night for some more awesome Rough Rock. We'll have some more new stuff loaded up too that we haven't shown yet. Awesome. Thanks, y'all. Have a good night.
Have a good night, y'all.